What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Take That. And we're returning for the final song on disc 1 of the 2 CD release Progress 2011. Thank you as always to Michaela for this and much, much else. And the final track on the first disc is 8 Letters. When I looked at it in the track listing, I didn't know whether to expect 8 letters as in letters written to someone, missives if you will, or 8 letters as in 8 characters in a larger alphabet, and of course those could spell an individual word or multiple words. So yes, it's a generalized title, and obviously those two possibilities are not only not exhaustive, but they would run in very different directions, so I don't quite know what to make of it. I'll see what I can catch on a first listen. This is Take That, and the track is 8 Letters, the final track on disc 1 of their double disc release Progress 2011.
We became the parade on the streets that we once cleaned, expendable soldiers smiling at anything, raised on a feeling our lives would have meaning eventually. We were once the answer, and then you discover you're actually just one thing after another. And what was the question, and why was the lesson so deafening? This is all that matters now, and that was all that happened anyhow. You can look back but don't stare. Maybe I can love you out of there. And when I went away, what I forgot to say was all I had to say. 8 letters, 3 words, 1 meaning.
Okay.
And outside bosses didn't make it easy, so I thought I'd go before you leave me. Self-preservation was no explanation for anything. Oh, but the truth is more than we'll ever comprehend. I'm just starting to understand, my friend, all of that distance, 'cause I fell in love with the enemy. But this is all that matters now, and that was all that happened anyhow.
I love you. Which is to say, I think that is the word in question, or the three words in question with one meaning. It's funny, like, a song like this, I would be inclined to interpret as a relationship song, a song about a relationship that went off. Is it really over this time? Okay, so in the moment, I don't remember, and apologies, my brain is leaky. I don't remember whether Michaela mentioned a bonus tune. I'm guessing that's probably the case, or at the very least, like, the song that ends the album, I'm guessing is not a two-part song with like a 20 or 30-second gap in between. So I'm guessing that's like a hidden tune or a bonus tune. I suppose I could check online or, even check my email to see if it was something that was mentioned, but apologies. Okay, so what I was going to say, and I feel like maybe the second part of that, whatever second song that was, or second part of the same song, it seemed to speak to the dynamic I was about to refer to when it started, which is to say, the first part of the track, or the first track, I was thinking like, okay, there's lines here you could interpret as being about a former romantic relationship that didn't end on the best of terms, but now the narrator is saying, he wished he had done things differently. He wished he had expressed that pretty simple sentiment, 8 letters, 3 words, I love you, and thus what has happened since, or the context of their situation. And there's reference to like footprints in the sand, meaning indication of where people have been but not where they are now. And like there was a lot of sort of imagery that was, I think, very poetic and profound, but that maybe it could be about Robbie Williams leaving the group the first time, and the way things went down, maybe not the way he wanted, and maybe he wishes he had just expressed that sentiment. Now, I don't know if this song is written by him. It could be written by someone else in the group. But then the second part of that, whatever that was, it seemed to have a similar thing where it's like you could see it in the context of a relationship, but also maybe in relation to Take That's particular history. I did enjoy the sonics of both sides of that, and maybe especially that second track or second part of the final track on the first disc. It had a very rich and melodic feel. It felt like very emotional. So yeah, I'm just curious. I suppose I could check while we're still on camera here, just to see if there is something that I missed or forgot. Okay, so I'm not seeing that immediately here in my email, but admittedly, like searching for Take That in my email, a lot of hits come up. So give me 1 second. Okay, so okay, so apparently 8 Letters was written before they did the sessions for this release. And I'm quoting here from Wikipedia. However, Barlow produced the backing tracks before the sessions for the band to work with. It's also saying... Interesting. Okay, hold on. Oh, Flowerbed. So, okay, that makes sense, right? Like, because there was reference that he was enjoying being in this other person. I was going to say her, but I don't know, again, the context. But okay, so 8 Letters was written by Barlow and Williams, so I guess it's a possibility. Flowerbed was written, or no, that's, oh wait, sorry, it's lead vocals that they're listing here. So Barlow and Williams did lead vocals, and then Orange, Jason Orange did vocals for Flowerbed. Okay, so does it say the writing? I'm not sure who wrote those 2 tracks, but okay, so yeah, I don't know exactly how to... Okay, yeah, so I don't have any additional information on who wrote those lyrics, but again, I feel like they work maybe on multiple levels. It could be about a relationship, and again, wishing that you had just expressed sympathy and the positive feelings you had, even if things are ending, and maybe that could set up better future interactions once you come back into contact. Or at the very least, you're essentially issuing an apology saying, I should have said I love you before I left. It would have been fair, it would have been right, and maybe when I stormed away or when I left, it left a bad feeling for both of us. And so it seems like an attempt at rectification. Flowerbed, again, even if like maybe there's some different elements to that I'm gonna have to re-listen to, it seemed like a similar sentiment that like I was off, getting out of my head, I was doing things with friends, and I didn't appreciate or give the value to our previous interaction the way I should have. So yeah, I look forward to hearing Michaela comment. I guess we got a 2-for-1, Take That today, and we are now done with the first disc. We'll be on to the second disc. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you for the next one. Peace.